Now, before I start talking about the main focus of this video, yes, I will play My Singing Monsters, and I probably make multiple videos on this game. But I just figured out some big lore for Paranormal Carnival, which might help you understand the lore of Paranormal Carnival, and also could help you make new, fan-made monsters for this island. But now, in this island, I've always thought, why'd they make the new monsters look weird? I mean, look at Dactyl, look at Scallywags, look at Germ. Isn't there something off about them? I can tell you why. And it's about the 4 normal, 1 element paranormals from the magical islands. First, let's look at Owlskew. Now, already, when we start reading Owlskew's description, the first 3 words that it says are the hoax paranormal. And if you didn't know, all the paranormals represent an emotion or a thing. So Owlskew represents hoax. Now a hoax is something fake you can tell or maybe do. For example, somebody could say something that's fake. That's a hoax. Now look at Owlskew's design. As you can see, on the outside, it looks like a cute owl. But in its minor form, now as you can see, Owlskew's original design was just a cute owl. But that was fake. That was a hoax. Look at him now. He's weird, scary, and yeah. On the outside, it just looks like a cute owl. But it's actually that. A hoax. But, unlike some of the other paranormals, it's not hurt or bad. Nothing bad happened to him. It's normal. Look it. Turn the minor Owlskew upside down. Now put him beside major Owlskew. Look it. Owlskew just jumped upside down and maybe did some stuff that you didn't see in his original design. Look it. Look it. This is what Owlskew did to turn into its minor form. Now I'm still not done talking about Owlskew, but there's 2 monsters that have the hoax element in Paranormal Carnival. Scallywags and Germ. Now, look at Scallywags. He might look like a cool guy voiced by BB Money for some reason. He's really cool, yeah. Now look at his minor form. As you can see, just like Owlskew, he easily just turned into his minor form. It's so simple, I don't even have to animate it. He just took off his cloak and boom. He's not actually some cool guy that's like, whoa, 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 whoa. He's actually 3 kids stacked on, 3 little guys, monsters, stacked onto each other. And they're the one doing it. They're the one doing it all. So, this means if any monster has the hoax elemental, they're gonna look cool. They're gonna be cool. But in their minor forms, they're gonna be something different. Whole lot of different. Now let's look at Aracorna. Now the first 7 words in Aracorna's description is Aracorna is representative of the ruin element. Now to ruin means to completely damage, spoil, or destroy something. Now let's look at Aracorna's design. Now first thing you can see of Aracorna is that he's really shiny and nice and polished. He looks really nice. So yeah, he looks nice, polished, boom. He's amazing, look at him. But now let's look at his minor form. Now being the ruin element in his minor form, he is ruined. No longer polished, no longer clean, no longer shiny. Now he's broken, sad, and dark. His big light being replaced by a small candle that's probably gonna go out at any second. Now, there's 2 monsters in Paranormal Carnival with the ruin element, excluding Aracorna. We have Dactyl and Germ. Now, they look really nice, cute, and yeah. Well, actually, Germ's pretty ugly still, but yeah. As you can see, Dactyl looks really nice, bright colors, kind of sassy and bombastic, but yeah. I mean, it says that in his or her description, but now Germ, in my opinion, Germ reminds me of Trouble. He looks like a happy little elephant. He looks like he's having the best time of his life, but he's kind of ugly. Now let's look at their minor form. Now as you can see, since they both have the ruin element, they're ruined. Dactyl is worse, really bad, and Germ is just more ugly. But he's no longer happy. Both of them are no longer happy. They both look kind of depressed and sad, and yeah. So if a monster has the ruin element, that means their major form would look really nice, polished, clean, and good, bright colors. But their minor form will be sad, bad, depressing, and they will no longer be happy. And they'll just look ruined. In fact, they'll look worse. Now let's start talking about Marionette. In its description, it says its status as the control elemental. Now, to control means to exercise restraining or directing influence over someone or something. And basically, it just means you manipulate something or someone. Because Marionette, kind of looks like a puppet. Puppets, you control. Now, if we look at Marionette, we can see that she represents a puppet, a muppet, or a plushie maybe. She has many stuff stitched into her, kind of like a voodoo doll. But yeah, let's look at her minor form. Okay, I'm gonna be a bit honest. I don't know how it went from a plushie to some wood thing, but now it looks... Honestly, the last one looked more like a muppet, but now it's a puppet. Wood, and I don't know how that transformation happened, but it definitely went bald. Like, what did the barber pay her? And also, why did he go a bit crazy with the razor? Like, bro didn't just cut off her hair. He cut off her entire body. Maybe that's what happened. She went to a barber and then he didn't do a good job. Yeah, 1-star review. Okay, but all jokes aside, there's 2 monsters in Paranormal Carnival with the control element, which is Scallywags and Germ. Oh my god, I just realized when I was talking about Owlskew, I said there was 2 monsters with the hoax element, but I didn't talk about Germ. Well, I'm not gonna waste that time, so I'm just gonna talk about what I was originally going to, but anyways, let's look at Scallywags and Germ. Now, I already talked about these guys and their appearances, so let's just show their minor form. Now, you might be thinking, how do these guys have control in them? Well, I don't know. It's actually obvious for Scallywags. I already said this. If you don't know how Scallywags and why he has the control element, you're just dumb. Look at him. There's literally 3 little monsters inside of him controlling him. It's obvious. But Germ, I'm actually a bit confused by. Is he being controlled by the big egg sack in him? Or does he just have the element because he's the 3 element? Like, does it even do anything to him? I'm actually confused. But yeah. But yeah, if a monster has the control element, that means something might be controlling them that you don't think is actually that. But anyways, okay, actually, I couldn't find what Shimmer is supposed to represent, so too bad. But I did find this maybe important thing in its description, and I could read it out for you. Okay, let's do this. But basically, it said, distances gleaming in the darkness is the fugitive Shimmer, a paranormal whose major and minor forms evoke the dark, unknowable void of space, and the impenetrable profundity of deep water, respectively. But if you can try finding what Shimmer's element represents, you can tell me in the comments. But there's no need to show Shimmer and his minor form because I don't even know what they represent. And honestly, their minor form represents more of Light Island than even like being bad and scary. But yeah, hope you liked that video and now you understand Paranormal Carnival lore. You're welcome and goodbye.